What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the Trail Theory Podcast. I'm Brian.
I'm Alex.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Pfeiffer. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Trail Theory Podcast.
Good morning.
It feels like it's been forever since we did an episode. I almost forgot how to intro.
It has been forever.
It has been a while since I've seen you boys.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has. Welcome back to the
It's
studio.
almost been a month.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm sure the listeners, if you're a regular listener, you've probably noticed that we aren't doing weekly anymore. We're doing bi-weekly.
For the podcast specifically.
For the podcast specifically, I think it just makes more sense, I think, to do that because we're doing a lot more content on like YouTube and
other things.
Instagram.
You'd also
but
notice
that means we're also recording less, like at least in this type of setting.
Right.
So, how you guys
Less
doing?
time. Great. Feels good to be in the chair.
Yeah,
Feels
good.
good to
It
be in the chair.
does feel strange
And,
to be in the chair.
What feels extra good, if our viewers notice, is we have some meals in front of us tonight. So it's going to be a freeze-dried episode, which is always exciting.
Yeah, I'm hungry. It
but,
kind of squeaked in between episodes.
It
though.
did.
Yeah.
And for good reason. So a special edition tonight. Our friends at
morning.
ReadyWise this morning. Is it afternoon?
We
Who knows what time
decided
it
this
is?
morning that we were going to do this.
No one knows what time we're recording this.
So if you've seen the other freeze-dried episodes, we've had ReadyWise as one of the brands along with many others, and have enjoyed trying out some of their stuff. They reached out to us.
Yeah.
So
They were wise enough to reach
Yeah.
out to us, and we're ready to
It was
try
exciting.
them.
we're ready. So they have a new
God.
line, this Pro Meals Premium Outdoor line that they started up recently. So ReadyWise reached out. Ben from ReadyWise.
Thanks,
You're out
Ben.
there. Hey, Ben.
What's up,
yeah.
Ben? We love you.
And they sent us some meals. So full disclosure, they sent us their Pro line here, and we wanted to try some out. So
But
these
they
are
told us
for
they told
they've
us to be 100% honest.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
And,
dude.
Completely
there's-
unhinged.
Yeah, it's not sponsored.
Well, we
They just sent us some stuff.
also wouldn't want it any other way, right?
Right,
yeah.
Like,
right,
we want
right.
to be able to rip the cord, so we will judge them like we do at other freeze-dried episodes that we
Absolutely.
did.
So if it tastes like Kung Pao beef, it will. You'll know.
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And they're competing against themselves because we don't have anybody else up here right
Yeah,
now.
this
That's
is
true.
just a
That's true.
ReadyWise
So
freeze-dried
ReadyWise is
edition.
going to get first place. It's also going to
For
get last
sure.
place no matter what. So a couple things about what they sent us specifically, because this is different than what we've tried on the podcast before. Because everything that I've known about ReadyWise and what we've known about ReadyWise before is one, the less expensive freeze-dried meals that Pfeiffer has gotten at his local outdoor shop, and they've had, for the
Walmart.
most part, like been pretty good.
Yeah.
Was it really
What'd you
Walmart?
say? No, it wasn't. No,
No, I didn't think so.
They don't sell this at Walmart.
It's like, yeah. It's better than Walmart. So we've tried those meals. Also, we've talked about it before, but ReadyWise is also like kind of semi-famous for selling like huge buckets of like almost
Yeah,
survival.
Yeah.
Right.
And
You can
there-
find them in
there
big
is.
buckets.
And I think this is their attempt to jump out of that.
But they're
Yeah,
still
so-
selling the big bucket of
So
it.
what this is? Well, that's new.
Right,
Yeah.
that's new. The whole Pro line's new.
So
yeah.
what they sent us is their Pro Adventure meals. These are premium signature edition meals. So they sent us 8 different flavors.
Yep.
Tonight we're just going to try 4. I think we're going to
Yeah.
do a little bit more short form stuff for some of the other ones. But yeah. So what this is these are all made in the U.S. They're made with more premium ingredients than some of the other stuff that we've tried.
Nothing but the good stuff.
Nothing but the good
Yeah.
stuff. You can definitely tell by the expiration date because some of the other ones were like pretty long.
Right.
Like this one in this, we're not trying this tonight, but this is a breakfast skillet. This is like, August
that
of
looks good,
2029.
too. Holy hell.
Only
so-
5 years?
Well,
Jeez.
but when you think of like some
Yeah,
of the
I
other
know.
ones are like
Right.
Yeah,
2050,
decades,
You
Yeah.
could like
You know.
bury them in your backyard, and then you start growing
Yeah.
other meals.
And we'll run through the line. There's obviously there's 4 different ones that we're going to try here. One thing that we noticed when we were looking at the bags before we started putting hot water in them is one, no jokes.
No jokes.
They took no jokes. So if you saw
And
the
that
other
shit
episode,
was charming.
Yeah,
Like,
their
cool.
normal line there, it's just covered in corny jokes,
Yeah.
little riddles,
But listen,
little
this
like fine
This
things.
is pro adventure. This is
pro meals.
Pro,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're not
pro
fucking
meals.
around now.
We're professionals. We got to
Yeah.
focus.
Right.
No, it's cool. And also, what's really cool, and we'll name each one when we try it. But each meal has either a a signature sponsor.
Yeah, this one's Jeff Gordon. I mean,
Or a
Jeff
trail.
Garmeyer.
Or they have somebody that they sponsor, organization that they sponsor, where proceeds go towards, and we'll go through that on the ones that we
for
try.
each
But
one.
it's pretty cool partnerships that they have for each one of these meals. So I'm
And there's
excited
even
to dig in.
a cool little local connection on one of these too.
That's correct.
we'll
I
get
also
into.
think what's kind of
We'll get
neat
there.
about what they're doing is they're just trying. They're making some different connections. I think even socially with the way they're sharing out the
Yeah.
product, which I mean, certainly I guess lucky us, we get to be a part of that.
Yes.
Which thank you to them for that. But I think it's cool the way
Honored.
they're activating it, and we're super thrilled to be a part of kind of what they're trying to do as far as getting this out into the world. And I'm stoked to try them. I mean,
I am too,
think
dude.
We probably
I'm trying
shouldn't
to
talk-
remember back
right.
to the ones we've had before, and like,
Well, it's all started with no odals.
nah, that's
So
right.
Yeah.
no
Oh
odals.
my God,
which,
that's right.
Which was also a stroganoff, and we're going to have another stroganoff style.
Stroganoff. Maybe we can
Stroganoff.
call it something funny.
But no, it started with that, and again, it was like I just stumbled across it in my Dunham's is the local store. And it's like,
Shout out
Hey,
to
Dunham's.
it's always on sale. You know, it's probably get it.
What are
liquidated
these?
from somewhere
These
else.
guys are running about $13.99 a pack.
pretty reasonable
which
price.
is that's
Compared
about
to
asking.
whatever
comparable with some of the peak refuels.
Yeah. And there's a couple
but yeah.
other ones like we've tried.
The Big Horn?
The Big Horn.
Big Horn.
Yeah,
Big
Big
Horn,
Horn is like
16, 17
$19.
Big Horn's
Yes.
a little more expensive.
Yeah.
And we've only ever seen it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Right.
But have we
they're
seen
new.
a pro
Yeah,
meal
it's very
anywhere
new, though,
in
yeah.
stores? Have you seen
I
a pro
have
meal
not
out?
seen
No.
the pro.
I have
I was
not.
going to say,
I'm
I
sorry,
haven't
this?
either.
Not
Yeah.
this.
This
in
is
store.
very new.
This
So
is
is
very
Big Horn.
new.
Yeah.
I know, but I've
Big
read
Horn.
it.
This,
Right.
yeah, but this version of ReadyWise
I was
meals
just
are
at
brand
REI
new.
and did not see
Yeah.
this stuff there. So, do you guys want to dig in?
I do.
Try it
I
out?
really do.
I haven't
All right.
had dinner,
Do
so
this,
I'm starving.
do
Yeah,
the
we're
purple
starting
one
with
first.
Well, no, we got. Well, I
That
suppose
was-
it doesn't matter. They're all cooked.
Yeah, at this
I guess
point.
so. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll do
just
that one first.
go.
Who cares?
That
We're
one
gonna
had
do-
the shortest cooking time.
So what
and
is this
So I don't
one?
want it to get like
Oh, you want to go
over
shortest?
mushy.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, is this the one I picked? This is the Thai style coconut cashew
You're right.
curry.
This is
Thai
Thai
coconut.
style coconut cashew curry, aromatic coconut curry with
Garmin chew
cashews,
cashew
chickpeas,
curry.
vegetables, and rice.
890 calories per pack.
This one is this one's signed by or sponsored or whatever it is, Andrew Alexander King, explorer, mountaineer, climber,
love
and
it.
big wave surfer.
Gonna love it.
Nice.
All right.
There's a little QR code on the back of these bags that can
Yeah.
kind of tell you a little bit more
There's
information
a whole
about,
bio on the back. We won't read through all of it, but this is 1 cup of water, which is awesome.
That's
So
awesome.
low
One cup?
water,
That one's
Cup is
only 8
great.
ounces, right?
and the
Yeah.
cooking time on this is insane. It's 5 minutes.
5 minutes, dude.
So if you want to nosh on the trail quick, this is the one.
Yeah.
This
You
is
could do
probably
this for a
snack.
lunch.
But also, you could do this for lunch, but also,
Let's not get carried away.
yeah, it's a
You
lot
could.
of food
You
for
could,
lunch.
yeah.
5 minutes? Not
Yeah,
much.
imagine smacking a bag of freeze-dried food
But
for
also,
lunch.
the
I have
cook
an
time,
initial thought on this.
Hold
but
on,
you go
the
first.
cook time being so low, also very helpful if you are in elevation.
Yeah,
Because
true.
water
true.
boils longer, all that
Cook
kind of
time
stuff.
doubles.
Cook time, basically doubles
at a certain elevation.
So that can definitely cut down some time if you're up in the mountains.
This is gonna be so hot.
Yeah, f***ing
Good.
melt your mouth.
Burn
like hot.
compared to hot.
Make him talk
I'm
now.
feeling hot,
He's a mouthful of
God.
Where's my spoon? Shit.
Do you think the people that recorded
There's
that
whole
song
cashews in here, dude.
that were doing like
cashews in
I'm
there.
going, isn't it hot? If they were like in the studio and they were like, this is a banger. This is so good.
Do you think
for
the people
sure.
recording the Chili's
Or they were like, this is
soundtrack were like,
stupid.
we're on to something
Oh,
here?
that is
won't-
a
oh, baby,
straight
baby,
banger.
baby, baby,
They were
baby.
like
Hell yeah.
high-fiving and hugging.
Chili's.
They were kissing after the take, man. They were like so happy. That was a good one.
Imagine being, what I've been hearing a lot of lately, and I don't know why. ABBA.
Really?
ABBA?
Give me a man after
ABBA? Isn't it ABBA?
I
It
I
is
always said
ABBA,
ABBA.
by the
Is it
way.
ABBA?
Yeah.
Well, goes on with that shows how much I know.
Abacadabra.
I've been hearing ABBA.
Wow.
ABBA.
I don't
There
know
you
why,
go.
but now I have ABBA songs stuck in my head all the
Nice.
time.
Yeah, Dancing Queen is a bop.
There you go.
Paul.
DP
Paul's
over
here.
here.
DP.
Paul's here.
Making it happen.
Paul's in the house.
You mentioned ABBA or ABBA.
Yeah.
I got something to say about it.
Rob, it sounded like you said Rabba. Oh, Rabba.
All right, I gotta wait for Austin to take his bite.
Go ahead.
All right. So I thought, because you've talked about your pad thai and adding the peanuts in after, so I was like, well, whole cashews in here. Are we going to have a soggy nut kind of problem? And,
Dude, nobody likes soggy nuts.
Nobody
I can
likes
tell
soggy
you
nuts.
that.
But I will say, I made sure to get a cashew on the bite. Taste is awesome. I
Taste is great.
It's
That
great.
was
It's
so
fantastic.
good.
It's really, really good. And I still had crunch.
Paul, do you
in
have
the
a
cashew.
fork?
Still had. There's an extra fork here.
There's a fork here. You need to try
Come on,
some
DP,
things,
get in
bro.
here.
Is he? I don't know.
Taste is phenomenal, and the cashew still had some crunch. I don't get into curry too often. I don't not like it, but I don't go after it. That's really, really good.
The
It's very
texture
good.
is insanely good.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, you're right
Texture's
about
great.
you're right about the cashews.
Yeah.
I like a coconut curry style too. Like I like that flavor on its own. Like I like when I go to a Thai restaurant, like I get like red curry. It's typically got that coconut
Have you
base.
had that, or have any of us had that anywhere else in a restaurant? Because I don't.
Similar? Yeah,
Yeah.
very similar.
I've had certain,
Yeah.
and I've cooked stuff like at home with like coconut milk, which
Yeah.
to me, that's I think the only thing that catches me. First off, I'll also caveat with that's not something I would pick up off the shelf and eat on the trail, but I really enjoyed it.
But would you now that you've had it?
My only hang up, the one thing I'm a little stuck on is it's really coconut milky.
You think?
I taste a lot of like that to me is the one thing, but I like it. It's very good.
I can get on board with that. I
So,
think that
it just stands out.
a little bit more like spice flavor would probably be like okay.
I was kind of surprised I didn't. I was anticipating getting a really big kick, like a really
Yeah.
big spice kick, just because it's curry.
When it says curry, I
But-
think that's what I anticipated.
I mean,
Doesn't the coconut kind of offset that?
maybe
though?
that a little bit.
It does.
But there's
I'm
no
not
heat to
mad
it.
about it. It
There's
just
no heat.
seems very.
Yeah, it's.
I think in
coconut
like Thai
milk.
curry, like that's what the coconut milk does. It offsets a little bit of the
Little bit of the
spice to it, so a little bit of the heat.
I
I dig it.
was
I'm
very.
into it.
I was slightly nervous about that one because I'm not always sure I like
Yeah, let me see.
curries or that kind of. That
Yeah.
style
Yeah,
of
literally
food.
ingredient
Man.
one, which is the thing that has the most in there, coconut milk. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I get it, and we cook in our house a lot with coconut milk, but
Do.
and maybe that's why it stands out to me. But it's very good. I like it. I totally would buy it. I totally would buy this. And take it on the trail.
890 calories. That's good right there. That's got enough.
Also, volume wise, like it's not.
It
I can
doesn't.
eat that
It's
whole
not a
thing.
shitload of food.
I
I
love
agree.
that part too. I
Yeah.
love that part. It's all these are kind of squatty bags too, by the way.
Which good call.
Which
That's,
if you don't know what a squatty bag is, you haven't seen the other ones. The bags are smaller
You have to
because
cut the entire top
you don't
off.
have to cut. Yeah, you don't have to cut off the whole bag and not be able to reseal it. You don't have to like get a long spoon like Fife
Yeah,
has, or
Bezos can get his whole nose in
yeah.
there.
I mean, you don't have to like get your hand all gross and shit.
I just
So,
got
like,
a horrible
I like it.
idea.
A
hear
horrible
it.
idea.
I don't even think I should bring it up.
I don't want to know if it's
now,
horrible.
well, now you can't. No.
What? What?
These freeze dried bags could probably like double as a wag bag.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get shit in one of
Yeah.
these. when you're done eating.
After
When
you're
you're
done eating.
I will say that's a lot of trust in that reseal.
Yeah, respect the zipper, man.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Although, hey, listen, man, if you unload it in one of those and then put it in another bag, like,
Stop.
sure.
I shouldn't have brought this up.
Oh no, guys.
I apologize.
You guys knocked us out.
that's
ReadyWise,
really
this
good.
is really good.
All right,
very good.
Ben,
Personally,
Ben, let us know what the quality
I think-
is on the zipper. Like, can we trust it? Do we trust the zipper?
We're
or
gonna
not?
test the strength.
Yeah.
So
They're like, man, why did we send these?
yeah, right. They're like,
Damn
why?
it.
They're talking about shit
shitting
while
in
we're
our
like
bags.
food. So, I would not. I probably wouldn't get this off the shelf unless it had like a chicken element to it. Because like typically I don't like. Not that I'm like, oh, it's vegan, gross, but like I typically pick
There
something
is
that
no
has like a
chicken in there,
protein.
right?
Oh, is that? But
You know
is
what
that
this
vegan?
is? It's
This
a
one
vegan.
is.
This is a fully vegan meal.
Right.
I'm okay
How
with
do you
it.
feel,
so
Bezos? Does that
I'm okay
change
with it.
things?
Here's the thing. One
horrible.
thing that
It's like, I'm out.
I've had a lot of good meals, and when we did Bighorn, the carbonara one, like if I can find a meal that adds variety, because a lot of them end up effectively being the same, right?
Fair
So
point.
it's like this is a variety meal. This is different than anything else I've had. and in
Agreed.
any freeze dried meal so far. So I may get
agree.
it only because of that, especially if I'm out for
It's
multiple
insanely
nights.
unique.
Right. It'll be that one night
it's
that's
not,
different.
It's
right?
not so unique that it's like, you're eating. It's still generally like in the same.
Sure.
sphere
I've
of
seen
I've
other
food.
never had
curries and
anything
stuff.
with the
Different.
texture of those cashews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's very
and,
nice.
and it maintained the crunch even though you're
Yeah, it
cooking
did.
it with
I
everything
mean,
else.
imagine
Because
some
it's-
fresh
it's a
strips of
bigger
chicken
nut.
though in there.
I mean, it would be good with some chicken
I'll
in
bet,
it.
would be,
but
yeah.
you put a little one of those like Starkist chicken packs in there.
Sure.
Like you could
Also,
elevate
dude,
this
hey,
if you want.
But I
throw
like
some
how it
spam in
is.
there. Why
I
not?
don't, dude, I don't know.
I like it how it
Just
is.
make it happen.
Either keep it the way it is. or
I
chicken.
like it.
Spam, tuna.
Spam is
Come on,
probably a
guys.
bit much.
I like it specifically because of the variety, and it's like that can be my like different night. The taste is different.
Yeah.
Everything's different about it from other meals. So
I like
I'm a fan. I
Dude,
like
dropping tuna in that thing would ruin it.
No,
Yeah,
he's talking about the
it. He,
chicken.
he said chicken.
the chicken,
okay.
like,
I was gonna say
that comes
that would
in
be
the
horrible.
chicken packs.
packet,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Starkist, they make the chicken.
I know,
the
but
chicken stuff
Starkist
too.
is,
Right.
is famous for tuna, so
Tuna.
that's what I
All right.
thought.
Yeah.
What are
I
you
would-
guys rating this one?
I mean,
No,
well,
we
we
rated
gotta
the
see
end.
rated against the
but-
Come
other
on,
ones.
Paul. Do you
Yeah.
even watch the podcast?
Dang, DP, get out of here. Look
Did
at
you
this.
like
He's
it? What'd you
grinning.
think?
He's grinning.
No, I thought this was great.
Yeah?
I mean, I mean, I thought the taste was awesome. And then, dude, you get 23 grams of protein. You get a crazy amount of potassium, iron. It only takes 1 cup of water, 5 minutes to do. I mean, it's a win-win-win.
Golden
Yeah.
win.
It's
Yeah,
The
tasty.
the
It's
water
really good.
being low too.
Yeah,
I
that's
respect
huge.
the hell out of
That's
that.
key. That's
Because
key.
most meals, it's like, man, it's
2
like a whole
cup,
fucking
cup and a
ton
half.
of water.
And that's got to be one of the reasons why, also with the cooking time, that the cashews are still crunchy.
Yeah,
true.
It doesn't have
Less,
enough time to get
less
soggy.
time to get
That's true.
soggy, and less water for it to soak up.
Nice.
fair
I
play.
love it.
Fair
Way to
All
go.
right.
What's next?
So we're starting off strong. I love it.
We are.
Yeah.
Let's go with the green bag.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to start that one?
Look at this.
Because this one was another short cook time.
All right, say the
7
name on
minutes,
the
I
back
think.
of that one when you get to it.
I will. Pro Adventure Meal number 2.
Yeah.
This
Lay
is
it on
the
us.
pork chili verde. This is a slow cooked shredded pork with handmade tomatillo sauce.
Tomatillo.
Tomatillo sauce.
I'm very excited about
corn,
this
black
one.
beans, and rice. So classic like carnitas, chili verde, like style.
Who chose this one?
Style meal.
This is like a
I chose
Chipotle
this one.
burrito bowl.
You chose this one?
I chose this one.
Nice.
One of the reasons why is because one, like, it's the only pork meal that they sent us, which is cool. I feel like pork is rare.
Pork is kind of
in
rare.
the freeze dried options. I
Oink,
feel like it's
oink,
probably
oink.
it's a hard meat to freeze dry. I learned this in dehydrating because it's very fatty. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a harder one to do. One cool thing about this is that it only took 7 minutes to cook. A little over, it was just 10 ounces, so a little over a cup.
Like that.
And again, 7 to 10 minutes, to cook. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one.
I think of
some
the
of the stats on this
pile.
one got,
this is the one I'm most excited
some
about.
of the stats on this one got cut off.
Yeah, well, we got it on the screen. So it's 710 calories for the package.
for the whole pack.
for the whole pouch.
What's our protein on this one? 35.
35 grams of protein.
All right.
Hell yeah, getting it in.
And I
getting
like,
swole.
I feel like these are, and I think it's intentional.
What was the other one?
Because we have the more natural ingredients and everything. They're a little bit leaner. They're not the volume we talked about on the other one, but you're not looking at 1,200, 1,300 calories like some of the peak refuels and some
I
of
feel
those.
like to get to that range, it
gotta
has
pack
to
it.
be a volume.
You gotta
thing.
pack
Like, you
it.
have to a lot of food.
How many?
Yeah.
How many grams of protein?
35, I
Was
think.
that
on
23?
35?
That last
Yeah.
one was like 23.
This 23, yeah.
Right, and because this one has some some
Yeah,
meat.
But not that different, honestly.
It's noticeable. I'm excited for this one. I'm going to say that for every single bag because I mean
Gift that keeps on giving.
I'm
Yeah.
just excited.
I'm just excited.
You're an excited little boy.
Yeah. The let's try it. So
That was a huge bite.
Zelzin Nakatzali.
God.
Yeah, this is another an athlete sponsored one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the first Mexican to complete the Triple Crown, which is the Appalachian Trail, Continental Divide Trail, and the Pacific Crest Trail.
Beautiful.
Way to
Wow.
go.
I love that.
Cheers to you.
These are
Zelzin.
cool.
Hopefully we're pronouncing the name correctly. Zelzin.
8,000 miles of hiking.
That is
That's a lot
Substantial.
of fucking hiking. I wonder if she pounded this chili verde stuff on the.
Well, no,
trail.
she got the inspiration from hiking to create this with
you
ReadyWise,
go.
or at least put her stamp of approval on. She would know.
I think that's bite at least 2, maybe 3 for Brian. So.
I took
Just
3.
two.
Do? Okay.
I didn't get any pork. I wanted pork.
I took
I wanted to make sure that I got a true. Shit's all over my teeth now.
the beans.
Something.
It's beans
the
because I
with
was
the
just
corn.
thinking about it.
I'm like, man, something. Give me a toothpick, yo.
Beans for sure. Okay.
Paul's waiting in line off camera.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
you dare get on camera.
Stay there. Don't move back.
Get
Don't
back
move.
in your zone. All right. What do you think, boys?
Dude, this is so good.
I'm a fan.
so good.
It has some of the best like spice that we've had as some of the, like the South
just
Western
enough heat.
style.
Yeah.
Just a little bit
Just
enough heat.
right there on the tip.
And it's here's the heat is appropriate.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not just heat for the
Balanced.
sake of heat. It actually tastes like it. The heat that
It's good.
It's
Right.
it's appropriate for the meal. It's
Tastes
not
a little
just
bit of
added hot.
lime. It's
I do.
The pork is pretty moist. I will say like the only thing is like the pork and the rice are very like the pork is so shredded it's like almost indistinguishable from the rice.
Oh, dude, I got a huge
Did
piece
you really
of
get a
pork.
chunk?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't,
Like to
yeah.
where I was chewing on it.
Damn.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
sweet. Well,
All right,
there's
I want
that.
to bring that. I want to smack another bite of that.
So
Little smack roll.
I got a decent sized piece of pork.
Yeah.
And you must be right. It pork is tough anyway, even if you're cooking it at home. It's very fine line between tender and not tender. So I think you can, I don't think you can do pork better if you're just hydrating it in a meal.
You guys felt like it was a moist piece.
Yeah, I mean the one that I got was it wasn't crunchy by any stretch of the imagination.
Nothing's crunchy in it.
You had to chew it, but it wasn't hard. And like you got the biggest piece. Was it?
I felt fine. It
Yeah.
felt like a piece of pork.
It's like it's one of the reasons why when you look at like people who do like high protein diets, like pork is typically not one of the main things you go for because it's fattier more than it is
right.
protein compared to other meats.
I,
But
I think for on the trail though, I like that it's a little fattier. Like,
Sure.
I think
I think
you're
fine
gonna
with
burn,
that.
you're gonna
Absolutely.
burn those
Baby.
calories.
Yeah, let it
so
go.
I will say for me, I would pick this off the shelf. I am excited about it. I would buy this for sure. The heat is perfect.
It's perfect.
I typically bitch
It's
about
perfect.
like I think
Yeah.
Austin, you called me Sriracha Boy the other day when we were talking trail names. Like I always want a little bit of elevation and
Sure.
heat.
Yep.
And I think I can't remember what brand it was that does the pad thai, but they started removing the heat packet. I think the
Backpacker's
heat on
Pantry.
this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's
right there.
It's perfect, and it does feel a little strange eating freeze dried pork because I don't think I've ever had that. I don't know if I've ever had a meal like that.
Yeah.
But this is hell yeah.
I
that's
think
really
it could
good.
use, and I could say this about any meal that has any kind of meat in it. It could use more pork.
yeah.
Well,
'Cause,
have
like,
you ever-
I just
I
like
mean-
having a heavier,
Always a little more meat.
always a little more meat.
Sure, like
And I will say I did have a couple black beans that were a little tough.
Yeah.
That weren't quite
the
dehydrated
corn,
enough.
The corn rehydrated a little oddly, but that second portion that I had was no issue.
Yeah. I'd say the only thing that's a knock is the texture. Like there's a couple like the black beans that didn't rehydrate as well as the rest of it. But I think the star of that meal is the flavor, the spice.
The
It's
spice
the,
is
it's
so
the
good.
right
It's the
spice.
heat.
It's
Imagine
balanced.
dropping that in a tortilla.
I was just gonna say it.
Stop it. Stop
Get
it.
out of town,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Put a little,
Game
sprinkle
over.
of cheese on top. Ooh,
I'm bringing a little
cheese
margarita in my
out, man.
flask.
Hell yeah,
Bro.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I like it.
Little small street taco tortilla.
Dude,
Get
two
out,
for
man. Get
fucking two.
out.
Are we
So
going
good.
corn or flour though? With that, you got to go. I feel like you got to do corn.
That's
Nah,
definitely
give me that flour
well,
tortilla.
That's a corn tortilla if you can heat it up. That's a
If you
that's
can
a
heat up
heated
the corn,
Yeah.
you do the that's
Yeah.
yeah,
Do a
street
little corn
taco,
tortilla on the campfire there.
Toast that sumbitch up.
Avocado slices
All day long.
Wow, dude, I hope there's one on here that we don't like because I feel like a corporate
We are-
cook
I mean,
right
we're
now.
gonna have-
You just want you want to dog one really hard.
I don't want people to be like, this is blowing them. For,
Listen. Anybody who's ever seen one of these episodes knows that we're
Oh,
like,
dude, we're so brutally honest.
we are straight
I
up
know
real.
this
with all
is the
this
first
shit.
time
Right.
we've partnered with somebody.
You've,
I will say,
you've called
I
one,
thought-
you've called one
the-
dog food and you threw one up at one point.
I didn't
So,
throw it up.
I mean,
I didn't throw it. There was a piece of chicken. See, we posted a reel a while ago. We didn't. The context wasn't
Oh,
there,
yeah.
which is great. I don't want the context, but like the reason I got up and spit it out is because there was a piece of chicken that was not cooked.
Yeah, it like almost broke your
dehydrated.
tooth.
It was like a rock. It was like a pebble in my mouth. I chewed, bit down on it. It was
One
bad.
thing I want to say about these bags
Let's hear it.
They're like kind of slippery on the inside. I don't know what the inside of the material is that the bag is made out of, but that's good because nothing's getting caught in corners.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job of that.
That flavor pocket corner. Yeah.
That's right.
They oil them up.
Where shit gets stuck. Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
Good job on the bag
Listen,
design
man, I
too.
don't know what they're doing. We need to know more about this zipper, though.
Al, which one? You did the stroganoff, right? Why don't you grab that bad boy?
Yeah.
The bad boy in blue.
All right. I'm going to already just say
You don't
I'm
like
not
stroganoff
gonna
'cause
like
you don't
this.
like mushrooms.
I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah,
mushrooms.
Yeah, it's cream. It says with cream
He's
sauce.
not a fun
Hell yeah.
guy.
No, I'm not.
I will say, I thought that last one, the texture was kind of like oatmeal-y.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm curious. This one says with cream sauce. I'm assuming this one's going to be a little creamier.
For
So
sure.
I'm excited about
Stroganoff is
that.
usually creamy.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm
So
excited.
I love a stroganoff personally. I've never taken one on the trail, but the ones that we've had that we've like done a taste test on have personally done well. So this is
One of which was ReadyWise. They have their no
noodles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is beef simmered in a
Wilderness,
creamy marsala wine sauce with mushrooms. Like, get out of town. I'm gonna love this one.
We about to get a little drunk on some stroganoff.
Yeah, do we have wine for this meal?
I wonder if this is better. It will be better than the no odals. Because I remember Alex and I loved that one.
Zipper strength is
By the way,
good.
Yeah.
Thanks. We're the ones that call it no odor, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's just a typeset issue.
And if we didn't
Yeah, you
mention
could
it,
drive a truck through those letters.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
no
right.
odals. I'm excited.
Look at that.
Am I biting first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks
You
like
got
you've
the
got
bag.
the fucking bag.
You
just-
got
I'm-
the bag.
I'm
We're waiting on
excited.
you.
Piper did one, I did one,
Yeah.
and then Piper will do, or Brian
I get
will
to
do the last
next
one.
Sweet.
It's all the
What's
ones
up,
we
Paul?
picked.
Dude,
There's a lot of meat in this one.
are the mushrooms huge in that?
I hope so.
Can't even see them.
Great. Now I
Do
can't
you know-
even pick them out.
so my family, the Maruna family. Well, my last name's Maruna. I guess I don't call myself.
Oh,
Maruna.
cat's out of the bag.
His
Cat's out of
name's
the bag.
Austin Maruna.
Don't look me up. My family, the Maruna family, for years, like they love green bean casserole, but they hate mushrooms. A lot of them had no idea.
Dude,
go that way.
you're next.
We got to keep this going. No, we always go this way.
Listen, man, it's like
We've
circle
been
meat.
going this way.
No.
this way.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh, I don't
Careful,
think
dude.
so.
Anyway.
Careful.
Anyways,
Oh, is it?
You're
Oh,
water in there.
You're
they've
drunk
eaten
on that Marsala
green
wine sauce.
bean casserole on Thanksgiving for years, not knowing that it had mushrooms in it. My dad hates mushrooms, and he always loved green bean casserole. I think he still eats it because he does like it, but it's
typical
like,
way of, isn't it cream and mushroom that you usually
Yeah,
use
it's
as
cream of
the-
mushroom.
yeah, it's cream and mushroom.
So what are you
I
using?
make it from I make
yeah.
the mushroom cream thing from scratch. And I think that was the first time they were like, "There's mushrooms in this green bean
Oh, so,
casserole."
okay, hold on. Never mind. I thought you were saying they made green bean casserole, just did it without mushrooms. and
No,
didn't realize.
they just
so they were
didn't
eating
realize-
it with
yeah,
mushrooms.
Yeah. Normally
They're
they
like,
would
"This
have
is
like,
great."
yeah, I think it was disgusting, but they didn't know. See, that's the thing, man.
So, man,
Someone-
you can squeak
Man.
if you
mental.
got a Vitamix, you can squeak anything in there.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, it's cream and mushroom soup. There's no like chunks of it in there.
I
do
do
you
cream of
put-
mushroom
it's
and
still
little
mushrooms.
chunks. Ooh.
I mean, the way I
Delicious.
make it, it's definitely like sliced up mushrooms. You can see it.
So you can
But-
see it.
What do you got in there? Portobellos?
But yeah, that's
What are you
like
throwing
only
in there?
within the past few years. I haven't been making it for 40 years, you know. So like whenever they had Thanksgiving, they had the cream of mushroom style of green bean
Yeah.
casserole, not seeing the big chunks of
mushroom in it.
And you're like, this is great, not knowing that the thing that they despise the most is in
Isn't there? So I didn't see mushroom in there.
I didn't really.
Yeah.
either.
Oh, Paul
You can
just
taste
dropped
it.
some on the ground.
Man, get down there like that floor. Get down
back
like that
there.
floor.
Get out of the camera. Get out of here, dude. All right, my turn.
You're treating him like a bad dog.
Yeah, he is.
Like a bad dog. Down, boy. Down, boy.
Hurry! I have so many thoughts. I need you to hurry up and taste this.
I'm excited to talk about this one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we didn't talk about this prior, but
He just goes,
whole bag,
Go ahead.
530
Oh, okay.
calories for the whole pouch.
We didn't
So
talk about
that's
And
the least amount of
The
calories so
amount
far.
in there doesn't look egregious.
Right.
My first gut reaction, and I can't imagine I'm the only person who feels this way. Man, it's watery.
Yes.
It
Too
is
much
really
is.
watery.
It needs to be creamier. Yeah.
It needs to be creamier.
But you know what?
It tastes
Tastes
good.
amazing.
It tastes good.
It did taste
tastes good.
It tastes good. Give me another bite.
Did you really like it?
I'm shocked that I fucking like
the
that.
mushroom man, he's in.
He's in. So
It's good.
I love that.
Good.
You definitely need like a spork or a spoon, or like a spork to eat this better than the fork.
Now-
it's not as creamy. It's more like brothy.
But
it's
exactly,
brothy.
but
Dude, it's
I
kinda,
would drink
it's kinda
that
like
broth.
ramen.
I would too.
Yes,
I agree. It's
I
not
would-
what I
oh, I see a
expected, but it is
mushroom
still
now.
very good. I will say this: like,
Just eat
the
it.
flavor is insane.
Flavor's great.
Did anybody else think that the beef was a little tough?
Tiny, kind of.
Yeah,
I had
a
one
little.
bite that was better than the other.
Yeah.
So it might just depend on where it cooks.
But I
you know.
think in a vacuum and like it's a backpacker meal.
Yeah.
I think some of that. I mean, some hydrate better than others, so I'll give it a little bit of a slide there. But from a taste perspective, just straight up profile, it's very good.
To me, the meat in there just tastes like a well done steak.
Yeah,
like
know,
Austin's Linville shoe steak.
Not even quite that.
Hey.
I would never
Hey.
disrespect a meal
Hey.
like that.
put a little respect on the name. No, yeah, dude. I think the really
watery.
for me the only
Very
thing
watery.
that's really I don't know.
if you just strained that
Letting it
out
live is that the flavor
and it was
is
just the cooked noodles and
Dope.
it didn't have the soupiness of it,
right.
and it's just based on taste. It's great. It's
How
really
much?
good.
How much
Let me
water
try
went
that
in
again.
there?
That one
Listen.
was 1 1/4 maybe.
Yep.
There's a ton of meat in here.
So
And
just
if we were chilly on the trail, and
Yeah,
you told
dude.
me you finished this and you could slurp that up afterwards,
Oh,
For
dude.
sure.
Little broth.
it's like a bowl of fucking soup. In here.
I agree.
Yeah.
But that's not what it was advertised as. That's
supposed to be
my
creamy.
only. That's
Right,
my
right,
only gripe.
Yeah, and I don't think like just doing less water would do it. That
You don't?
You
I don't.
kind of need it in
because
there.
the creaminess like that you get in was it one of the Bighorn ones or was it maybe it was the no odals, but the creaminess you get in those,
There's like a thickness
it's
to
the
it.
water's mixing with something that's actually making like a roux almost. And this, I think if you did less water, you just have slightly
Listen,
less water.
if you dropped a dollop of daisy in there,
oh,
get out.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
need like a chunk of hard bread, like a good
Yeah.
A nice slice of sourdough.
Dude,
Sop
just
that shit up.
Sop it up, dude.
Let's go.
Just
Get
a nice,
out.
just a nice baguette.
A
Just bring a
baguette, dude. Yeah, dude. Just
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop a couple
Yeah,
baguettes
and you know
in the
you
back.
could take a
Instead of-
baguette out on the trail. That shit would last. That'd be
Dude,
good.
why
Instead
wouldn't
of
they?
hiking
That's a
poles,
great idea.
I have hiking pole like holders on my
baguettes.
bag, just like a couple baguettes crossed on the back, dude.
We
Do
call
you
you
look
the
like
French.
Donnie?
Call you the
Just
Frenchman.
Donatello. Just,
Yeah.
I got my baguettes to
Yeah.
sop up. the
Leonardo
sauce.
coming out. He's
Is that who it is? I don't know.
Well, Donnie's
Donatello,
got
yeah.
Donnie's got the sticks.
Yeah. Raphael's got the daggers.
Raphael's got
Yeah.
the daggers. Michelangelo's got
The
the
nunchucks.
nunchucks, and then Leonardo's got the
swords.
swords.
So
Yeah.
Leonardo is the one I'm thinking of.
With the
Yeah,
He's
but
got
they
it
both-
crossed over his
They
back.
both have them crossed over.
Yeah, but they're not
All
eating
right.
baguettes, man. That ain't no slice of pie. Come on now.
The only saving grace and the only reason I would ever even think about going to a Panera is those frickin' little chunks of bread. That
Yeah,
you
I
can dip
still
in the
won't go
soup,
to a
man.
Panera.
I'll
You
never
know,
do it. But
I-
that was the one good thing about it.
I hate
dipping that
to go there, but
I don't even
stale
order
bread.
Panera when it's free.
Yeah,
And that's
I,
happened multiple times.
My kids like Panera.
Well, I'm sorry.
not a fan.
They like their mac and cheese. And listen, I know that shit's Stouffer's. I know.
Oh,
I know
it comes
I
in a
know
bag.
it is for
100%
sure. Like,
Stouffer's. Yeah.
Pop that in the
and
microwave.
man, when my kids get it, that shit's good. Man, Stouffer's mac and cheese, like it's delicious.
Oh my god.
But it does come with
I
a
don't
chunk
like
of bread.
I don't like the soft
Really?
weird fluffy
Like big
cheese.
noodles, big fluffy noodles, and
No, man, I don't like that kind of mac and cheese, dude.
what do you want? Like the
You
little
like
Kraft
you
tiny
like
noodles?
No,
I'd
he
rather.
likes a
I mean, I'd
baked.
rather have Kraft, but I want like a baked.
You like a
you
baked.
know,
You like a
yeah,
baked,
cream-
yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Little
my
crunch.
issue with baked mac and cheese, though? I feel like when someone makes a baked mac and cheese, it's never cheesy enough. It's like you get
Sometimes,
some.
You gotta
yeah,
use the
You
right
get
cheese.
just like a boring ass noodle. And it's like, cool, man. Like I could have just boiled water and made noodles myself.
Here's the
Yeah.
two things: you got to use the right cheese, and you have to eat it hot.
yeah,
can't
if
let
it's
it get
sit-
even
if it's
right.
sitting,
Because it gets, like, crusty.
in a f***ing casserole
Yeah.
dish at like your family event. It's
Which
like,
is
I'm not
funny
touching
because
that
a lot
shit.
of like pastas I like when it's a little cooled down
Same.
because it
No,
like
I'm not.
congeals.
I
and it's
like-
like,
if-
yeah.
I like eating my food hot.
If you're not scooping it up and there's that long like stretch,
Yeah, if you don't get a
Yeah.
stretch,
don't
super
even
glue
just put
stretch,
it back. Put it
get
back.
outta
All
here.
right, let's get back to the freeze dried.
Just put it back.
I
got one
got some
more.
problems with that one, but the flavor at least was killer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Flavor's
good.
good.
Flavor
Flavor was
was good.
definitely a little watery.
that's been a constant so far. I mean, the flavor's on point with these things for sure.
Sweet.
We got one more. This is the Bri, I'll let you
So I
take this
do
one.
I
need to
didn't-
say
I
this too
didn't,
as a little bit of a
pick this one, so who
segue.
picked it?
Oh,
I feel
I did,
like
but okay.
someone was
I
recently
started the first
talking
one,
to
though.
me about freeze dried meals. The freeze dried game is totally changing in the last
For
year.
sure.
Yeah. There are a shitload of new brands. I'm seeing new stuff all over the place about brands making this stuff. I also saw something about just the increase in people being outside and hiking and backpacking. First off, I want to say, stay the off the trails, y'all. No, I'm totally kidding.
Yeah, that's what we're doing with this podcast.
Yeah.
Getting people out of the
I don't want
opposite.
anybody on the trail. Like, don't get into this. Stay away from the national park.
Just listen to this
Just listen.
podcast.
Yeah.
No, I'm totally.
And then
I'm
don't
totally
go on the
kidding.
trail.
I'm
Don't
never
go.
going out there if guys like these are out there.
It does make me chuckle though. I'm like, man, trails are going to get busier, but I also love that because obviously we love the community aspect of it. But it is cool to see how many more new meals are coming out there. I love that people are getting
new
out and
brands,
doing
too.
this. I think it just speaks also to like the desire for people to kind of get away from this screen scenario. You know, people are in front of computers all the time, and getting outside, it's an awesome thing, and stoked about that.
Oh wait, guys, talk about this.
Sorry,
this
we haven't
I
talked
didn't
about it at all.
I didn't even mention what this is.
you just started digging in.
Man is just hungry.
It smells amazing, by the way. I'm not going to say anything about the taste, but it smelled good. What is this called? The beef? How do you even say that?
Bulgogi.
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 Bulgogi. And kimchi fried rice. Spicy Korean-style barbecue beef with chef-made kimchi fried rice.
Kimchi, baby. That is the thing that really caught my eye. Was the kimchi?
Does Austin need to go first? I mean, since we're in this
Yes.
dumb f***ing order that you guys...
It's not
Just
dumb. It's order.
eat it.
It's
I don't care.
circle meat.
So
It's
real quick,
order.
I'm checked out for the
Circle
whole
meat.
episode now. After I'm
Circle meat.
go in whatever order you want.
Okay, so real quick on this one. So, like I said, we mentioned a few of the people that like kind of like sponsored, like kind of partnered with ReadyWise to do their meals. This one is actually they partner with the Pacific Crest Trail Association. A portion of the sales from this meal goes towards supporting the PCT.
I love that.
That's awesome.
So pretty dope. There's a couple other ones that we aren't trying. Come on, bro.
That is so good.
That was risky.
All right, I'm also going to throw this out there. So, big shout out to the kimchi in this. I have to say it because they're good friends of mine. My friends at Cleveland Kitchen, a kimchi pickle fermented brand here in Cleveland, Ohio. No pun intended. Well, Cleveland Kitchen.
No,
He was laughing at Austin.
Oh, they bring it back. I want more of that.
Yeah, bring that back.
They damn, I'm ruining my
hold on.
segue.
Yeah,
Sorry,
go ahead.
I'm just gonna start.
Do
I'm
your
just gonna
plug.
ruin my point, but
Yeah.
that bag f***ing rules.
so good.
The kimchi comes from our friends at Cleveland Kitchen here in northeastern
man.
Ohio.
Love that.
So I love that ReadyWise is partnering with awesome
Yes.
brands.
Yes.
I was in a vacuum having a conversation with my buddy who's an owner, the CEO at Cleveland Kitchen, and he was saying, "Oh, you guys should check out this ReadyWise brand." And I was like, "Oh, it's funny you say that because
They just reached
they
out.
sent us
sent us some
a bunch of bags of food, and then boom, he's like, "Well, our kimchi is in this meal," and
That's awesome.
holy shit,
it is so good, guys.
This
it
rules.
is so fucking good.
Holy
It is
shit.
And if they can't, dude, it is so good.
Bro,
First off, the
that
smell.
is like so good.
First off, the smell is
top
incredible.
3 freeze dried
give it
meal
back.
I've
As
ever
soon
had.
as, soon as you
this
open the
might
bag,
be the best meal I've ever
Give it
had
back.
freeze-dried.
as soon as you open the bag, the scent, the smell is just insane. You can tell it's going to taste.
we
good.
got
Holy
two.
shit.
We got 2 of those, right?
Yeah, we did.
Making the other one right
Are
now.
you about to go make that one right now?
No,
The box
That-
on the
it's
other
not
side.
even over
bro.
there. They're over there.
Yeah, man.
That's going on the next trip.
Yeah.
No
Yes.
questions asked.
Yes. I need
Holy
more.
smokes.
This is and I mean, I don't know if we talked. I can't even remember if we
That
talked
bag
about the
dies
stats.
tonight.
I'm like
Dude.
sweating over here. This is amazing. Yeah, but yeah,
Wow.
750 for
Yeah,
calories.
750 calories.
I don't
That's
care
good.
how it could have 1 calorie in there. It's that good. It doesn't matter.
Dude, I'm having a hard.
It's,
I gotta go back and.
I'm having like palpitations over here.
Damn,
man.
we didn't have one.
Shut up.
dude, that is dang. Ben, send
Bro.
more. Ben, send
Bro.
more.
Paul, did you try it?
I
did.
can't believe.
Yeah, it's
I
really
can't believe
good.
how good that is, dude. That is.
It is
so
not at
good.
all what I anticipated the taste to be, but damn.
No, I definitely the thing I was scared of. I love kimchi. I keep a bucket of it in my fridge.
Send it over.
The texture of it's good. The flavor is right on. I mean, it's right. I need more. It's right on, dude.
It's almost gone.
And the beef is,
dude, I'm not passing this.
No, you
I'm
have
not.
to.
I'm
The
not.
beef
Fight me.
is very
Fight me.
well dehydrated.
It rehydrated so
And there's a lot of it in there. The proportions are right.
Yes.
The kimchi has a little crunch to it
Bro,
still.
stop. Knockout.
I was afraid the kimchi was just going to be like slime, because when it just rehydrates.
Dude,
and
good
it's just
point. Good
yeah.
point. Because I didn't think that, but that makes sense that you would think that because it's just like, yeah,
Just the heat, and it's just going to be droopy cabbage, but it's still got some
Get out, bro.
some form and some crunch to it. I mean, it's
Usually I feel like there's a perspective where it's like, oh, that could use blank. That is
nothing.
perfect.
Nothing.
And you know what?
Spices are there.
All of them are good with beer.
This is true.
I'm just saying.
I mean, we've never done a
That's
freeze dry
unreal.
without beer, so that is
oh my
Wow.
god, dude, that's crazy.
It is sweet. It is
Yes.
salty.
Yes.
It's got a little bit of crunch to it. I mean, obviously, being rehydrated, it's not
bit
going to
of
be
heat,
super snappy, but
tiny bit of heat that you get. And
the
lingers a little
profile on
after.
that is incredible.
Damn it, ReadyWise! You were supposed to. I mean, now it just looks like we're.
Well, I know,
Sucking up.
right? Why you couldn't? I mean, I didn't like the beef stroganoff, so at least we can like slam on that one and make a.
But I hate beef
little
stroganoff,
more
and that still tasted
reasonable.
good.
Yeah.
It still had good flavor
All
to
right,
me.
so damn it, this my head's spinning because like I think that
Man, we ended strong.
The kimchi has kind
Dude,
of
yeah.
changed my like top 3 best meals I've ever had.
Changed the
freeze-dried
game.
meals I've ever had. Because I think that like it ranks up there with Peak Refuels.
I think that's numero uno for me.
I honestly, I think,
Yeah,
and
I can't believe I'm saying
I love Peak Refuel. They are all right. They're still in the top 3, but they're barely hanging on because Bighorn, Carbonara, this, and probably Pesto Pasta are my top.
Yeah.
But Pesto Pasta used to be like reigning king.
Honestly?
and it's getting chunked
Pesto
down.
Pasto is, it's coming down.
Dude, I found my top 2 in this meal here.
What's the
Yeah?
second
What's
one?
the second one?
Dude,
Verde.
the Verde?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Verde's real good. It's so good. He's are you kidding? Damn, dude. That's crazy.
I feel like, guys, we make $0 from these clowns.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
this shit is just that good.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we have 4 more. I'm trying to think, like,
let's show at least because we got some time. Let's at least show the other ones we got.
Okay.
Because we're going to do taste tests of that
Yeah, we'll do
in
another-
a different format.
We'll do
And I
another
do want
format
to.
of
We
that.
do have to rate these in terms of like order 1 to 4. But
I think everyone's number one's going to be the same.
I think so. I think it's a
Yeah.
pretty safe bet.
I don't want to say it's far and away that good. I can't. I'm trying to think. I think Bighorn for me is also in that sphere. And now it's turning into a nostalgia play for me is the pad thai. That's pure.
Pad
like,
thai
for
is
me,
still good, Buzz.
It's one of the first meals I ever had and I like, so it just hits that like homey thing for me, that nostalgia vibe.
I also like again
damn,
like
dude.
you guys are dropping pesto pasta a little bit. That's fine. I understand that, but also Peak Refuel. Thank you. Almost all of them have been bangers, right?
Yes.
So like
Yeah,
that's the thing too with that brand is like there's not a miss.
But that's
we haven't
that's
had a Bighorn that was bad either though.
exactly
True.
So I think, and that's what's really cool to see is this is a new line for a brand that's been around a while.
Right.
Bighorn's a brand new thing. So when you were saying like this new stuff coming out,
Yeah.
there's a lot of focus
Dude,
going into like making this shit good.
I hate to
Good,
say
good.
it.
Yes.
Some of the legacy brands that were like kind of first to market,
Yeah.
Mountain House,
they are
backpackers.
No disrespect, but they're going to have to elevate.
They are, yes.
And I mean, I will say
Absolutely.
too. I think Mountain House has the Pro Packs
They do.
now.
Yep.
So like, I think they're recognizing that there's like the standard meals
Yeah.
and then the
You gotta
elevate.
go,
I mean,
yeah.
dude, if you're spending $18, $16 on a Bighorn, like people
It
are
better
spending
be
the
good.
money for it to have the more elevated meals.
Right.
I mean, so what's the
These are $13.99 each.
Yeah.
man? I mean, I was just
Great.
gonna say, what's the
I mean,
red
that's
price.
comparable to like normal
nuts.
meals.
Yeah.
totally.
Great price.
I mean, you can
Totally.
get Backpackers Pantry Mountain House standards. I think at REI for about that much,
Did
right?
they-
11, 12 maybe.
Yeah, I think 12, 13,
Yeah.
probably more, 14.
Yeah.
And honestly, actually, the standard ReadyWise that I would get at
Right.
Dunham's
Weren't they pretty cheap?
They were like
they'd be
$8,
on
$9.
sale for like $9 or $10. But
Yeah.
I think standard they're pretty close to this too.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
I will
Um,
say these pro meals that ReadyWise has over their non-pro meals, these are by far
way different.
Yeah.
Way better.
Dude, and the
Way
fact
better.
that the fact that they're elevated in their what they're marketing out, like the fact it's not that much more money.
No.
Well, I think
No,
the
not at all.
non-pro meal versions, those are for like your doomsdayers and like the guys
Yeah.
that want like the bunker and stuff like that and the basement and all the like that. Those last a lot longer than
Yes,
these
and
will.
yes, and I mean they have a utility. I mean you don't always have to go if you're considering this high end and like $14
dude,
the $14
the
is all. Maybe
flavor.
I'll do one of these and the other two I'll go standards or whatever.
Dude,
but still, it's,
look at this one.
it's,
This spicy noodle is $8.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
$7.49.
Yeah, $7.49.
How many calories in that, Paul? Can you show us? 550.
$5.50.
Yeah.
I mean, that's reasonable. We've had meals on the trail that are like
See, that pack looks updated too. That
Yeah.
looks so
different, yeah.
They're jumping in the deep end, bro. This is
Yep.
good. So let me name off a couple of extra ones that we have here that will. I want to do some short form stuff with this, but we might do maybe our next freeze dried meal. We'll be doing these for. So this one's a pasta alla vodka with chicken.
like
So
that.
bow tie
excited
pasta.
about that one.
I'm excited about that one too. I like a pasta.
We've got this one. I'm excited for. Country style chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
Have you guys had a pot pie?
I've not.
I
In a
like-
freeze dried?
No, I thought didn't we have a pot pie?
the only thing we've
I
had
don't
with
remember
biscuits
one.
is biscuits and gravy. I think.
No?
wait.
But
There was a peak
another one, but
refuel.
it was a that one
That was
was
a
a
breakfast,
signature
though.
meal. No, it was a signature meal.
Yeah.
and it was like weird, like a weird
bison?
combination. It was the
Oh,
bison.
the bison one, you're right.
It was
Yeah.
an
Biscuits
odd
in it.
combination
Yeah.
of foods. But dude, I love pot pie. Dude, this would be fun to try.
Dude, I
We
can
gotta-
lick this thing clean.
Do it. We've got a breakfast skillet, so classic eggs, potatoes. What else have we got in here?
Did lick it
and
clean.
I'll tell you what.
The coconut curl,
No,
one,
see,
it's gone.
after-
There's nothing in there.
After
Seriously?
tasting these,
Wow.
I am so excited for the breakfast skillet when we get to it
Same.
because like every breakfast skillet everywhere, even Peak Refuels, is the fucking same.
It's about the same.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
same. I wonder if they were able to actually elevate a breakfast skillet.
Last but
within
not
this
least
line.
is home style biscuits and gravy, which we love. So I'm excited for this one because Peak
Yeah.
Refills biscuits and gravy is like one of the best meals in my opinion.
That one's going to be hard to. That one has preconceived opinions on other brands before we try that.
That's the thing about some of these is like there were three of the 4 meals here are like pretty
in the
unique.
treasure chest.
hold on. When I make an observation, never in all the freeze dried episodes have we cached this much.
Yeah.
There are 3 empty bags.
Yeah, but I also
Completely
fight for-
These
like,
3 are empty.
listen, I'm not trying to like you know. That's insane. But also, I will say that the volume of food in each one of these is
That is
not
true.
as much as
That
some of
is
the other
true.
ones. But that's not to say that the flavor
That's true.
wasn't
Right.
insane.
I also think sometimes there's too much food. At least for me, dude. I don't
No,
think
I
I've
understand
ever
that.
finished
I
a
understand
freeze dried
that.
meal on the trail.
I understand
and
that.
maybe I should because I probably need the calories.
Yeah,
but
altitude boy.
I've never felt like I needed to eat that whole bag. I could eat each one of those bags, no problem. I think that's the
it's-
perfect
it's
amount
a
of food.
reasonable amount of food.
It's the perfect amount of food.
Man.
It seems to get the job done more.
these are hitting. Okay, so let's go over
let's-
a couple
yeah.
of these. So like, because a lot of these are hitting a lot of good points and a lot of like key things for us. So,
Dude,
like,
no cap,
One
bro.
thing.
no, jeez.
One thing that Brian just
Wrong
said
generation.
is like it feels like the right amount of food. There's definitely not too much. It didn't feel like there wasn't enough. Like the right amount of food is definitely right there. Thank you for caressing my hand.
Like Fife would not get any of my meal.
I know,
Yeah.
which I'm kind of upset.
So now you got to fight against this,
right.
beef. I
I,
mean,
Yeah.
I need you to bring 2, and then that way we can share the second one.
I got you.
How's-
Okay,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So between the 2 of us, we'll have 3.
That's
Okay.
definitely
Okay.
like
All right.
one thing that like was cool. Number 2 of these cooked in 7 minutes or less. 7 minutes or 5 minutes.
Have we ever had one that cooked that fast?
No, I don't think so.
Not that was
10
I
minutes.
think maybe
feel like
one of like the oatmeal ones
Yeah.
that we tried from maybe
Yeah, it's
Fire.
oatmeal.
What were that Fire brand?
Oh,
Was?
the
what was that
fire
called?
pot,
Fire pot,
right?
Those might have been.
Do you remember the
quicker.
porridge?
That's what he's
That's
talking
what I'm
about.
talking
That's what he's
about.
talking
Yeah,
about.
no,
bad.
thank you.
It was
Yeah.
bad.
But you're not a meal with protein for sure,
Dude, like less than 10
with
minutes
meat.
is rare. And all of them, the amount of water, the most was 10 ounces.
Very reasonable.
And one of them was like even a little less. So like, dude, between the water, between that and the amount of cooking time, the amount of food that you get, it's in a squatty bag.
And I will say, because when ReadyWise reached out and Ben again call out,
And they begged us to be on our podcast.
He even mentioned he was sort of describing the line. He's like, this was really tailor built for us, for people who do our type of.
And we said, well, Ben, we'll have to think if we can squeeze you in. Right. I don't know if we can make it happen.
We got a long line of
this
people.
This was actually 3 years ago. We've been making them wait this long.
Sorry, Ben.
Yeah, well, Ben, we'll work you in if we can.
But it's, I mean, when a company like this goes out and they're like, no, we're going to do this for like the Weekend Warriors, the backpackers, the multi-nighters, and like
I feel like we've been seen. Like they were thinking of us.
Exactly. And
listen,
it's cool.
That beef bulgogi, it could use a liter of water to make that. I don't give a shit how long it takes to cook, how much water it needs.
But see, that's the point.
I would wait an hour to eat that.
That's the point, dude. Like, that's the point of it. Like, it was that good, and it also has these other things. Real quick, because I was too distracted by the taste. What's the calories? What's the protein?
$7.50 for the package.
That's
Totally
pretty good.
Perfect.
That's pretty good.
What's protein, Paul? I can't read it.
32.
32?
See, that was the other thing with
right.
like again, not to compare, but Peak Refuel has always been the tops for me. It was always surprising with me how good the stuff was, but also like the calories for the Peak Refuel stuff was like at 1,200 for some, 1,100 insane.
Yeah.
Also more food. Like you could tell there was more food in it. So
and I've always been.
We've had a few where it's like the bag. It's like it's like the never ending bag of food.
Dude,
And it's like
yeah.
How am I gonna finish this?
And I've always been a proponent of like the higher calorie count, because especially the harder days that we do, for me, it's like I need to recover. But man, I don't care what that number is. If it tastes like that, I could give two shits what the calorie count is.
Dude. And so I always kind of like chuckle too. I think these meals taste better on the trail after you've experienced a hard day.
Yeah.
So we're sitting.
Dude.
I mean, we went to work today. Like we had a normal day of living today, and tried this and enjoyed this that much.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, put me on the trail after a 10-mile day and put this in front of me.
Dude.
Game over.
Dude,
Get
I'm making kimchi, chicken, and rice bowls for dinner for my family tomorrow night. Yeah, I've decided. Like,
Heck yeah.
I have it in my fridge. That just gave me the
Son of a
taste
gun.
for it. Yeah.
All right, let's rank these.
Yeah,
Let's rank it.
Do you want to
Can we
start
put them
five?
back? Can we set them back up on the? I want to be able to see them.
Just to remember.
I'll go. I mean, I'll start at 4 because I know my top. The kimchi is going to be number 1. I will say stroganoff number 4. I loved the taste. If it was creamier, had more, better consistency, it probably wouldn't be last, because I love the taste of beef stroganoff. But that's number 4. Then the verde for me. Then the coconut curry, and then kimchi.
Nice.
Wow.
I love it. I'm gonna go next. So I'm with you on the stroganoff again. Like, flavor was good. Disappointing that it wasn't creamier. It was pretty soupy. Not a bad thing, just not as advertised. So, and the beef was a little chewy. So again, just out of the 4 of these, just not the best.
Yeah.
Next, I would probably have to say for me is going to be the Thai curry, only because like the verde, which is my next one, had such good, perfect spice and flavor that it just overshadows whatever the Thai curry was bringing for it. I love the texture in it. The pork rehydrated.
The
that was the verde one. The cashews were the perfect texture.
Yeah.
Dude, the texture in that one probably, honestly, maybe the best out of all of them. Like, it just did so well.
Texture is really good.
Love those cashews. They were crunchy. It was great. Just
what did you call it?
It was a soft or a soggy nut.
No one likes a
God,
soggy
no one
nut.
nobody
likes a
likes a
soggy
soggy
nut.
nut.
Thank you. I don't know why I needed to hear that again.
No one did. Shit. The pork
thank you.
verde's next. Just really good flavor. Pork is so rare in these freeze dried meals, and I thought it rehydrated really well.
I hope it's not rare. I hope it's fully cooked. But
dude, the kimchi just knocked it out of the park.
so
Like
sorry.
being
You
a fan of kimchi, like the flavor, the texture of it. That is, we deleted that thing. That thing is so good. That is a new top 3, at least top 5
And it's gonna
freeze dried meal.
It's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
No,
mister.
you go. Go ahead.
We're trading blows here.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go. This is difficult, and it's not typically this difficult because I like all of these. I'll start by saying that. I think for me, which one's the Thai, what's it called?
The coconut curry.
Thai coconut.
Yeah, the Thai style coconut curry.
The Thai,
cashew.
yeah, that one for me is at the bottom. The texture, I agree. The texture frickin' was great. It was really, really good.
It was freaking great, guys.
I liked it. I wish there was a protein in there. It tasted a little milky to me from a coconut standpoint.
I got
coconut
that.
milk is the number one thing in it.
Yep.
That's just me personally. I really enjoyed it. Would eat it, would buy it, enjoy it. This is where things get difficult. Ooh. I'm going to say, this is going to be really... I want to say the stroganoff here, but I'm going to say the Verde.
You're wrong.
You're blowing my mind,
You're
dude.
wrong.
Wow.
You're wrong.
I know why you're. I know exactly where you're coming
But-
from, but I still think you're wrong.
Let's hear him out.
The Verde is awesome. The heat was perfect.
Yep. Yeah.
The texture was great. The portion was awesome. The calories, I have nothing against it. Where the stroganoff wins for me, and I think you said it, at the end of that, on a hard day,
If I said
slurping up the
Drink up,
soup
yeah.
at the end of that. Now, granted, like now it's kind of cold and it's not like it wouldn't take me
wouldn't do
that
it
long
hot.
to finish it.
Yeah.
But if that was hot and I put a little bit of sriracha in there and heated that up at the end,
Stop, dude.
sriracha. Like I love. There's something about eating a ramen bowl or like a dish like that, and then
that's
finishing
fair.
and slurping it off. At the
I
end.
do
that's
love
fair.
egg noodles too in that
So
kind of like setting. I like
That's
that.
what took it over the edge. But if I'm talking just flavor profile, I like the Verde flavor better. I'm thinking about just on the trail what I would rather eat.
Sure.
I think that's just
I
my
got you.
answer.
All
for
right,
that
there you
reason.
go.
And then there's every other flavor and trail meal I've ever had in my life, and then there's this beef bulgogi at the top. And this is life changing.
I'm glad that made the episode tonight.
I didn't walk into the studio today thinking that things were going to change for me like
Right.
this. Exceptional.
It really is.
It's exceptional, and it requires nothing added to it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
I am gonna go number 4 at the stroganoff,
And you liked it. You
and I
raved.
still liked it.
Right.
I still liked it. It was
I think,
great.
I think
man.
that's the biggest groundbreaking, development of the evening. is
I
that
think
you
so too.
Like
Speaks
I
something
liked
volumes
that
to it
stroganoff.
if
Right.
you liked it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agree. Like Austin, it is going to be very difficult for me to maneuver between the coconut curry and the Verde. But I'm going to go with the coconut curry at number 3, just because that Verde had the perfect amount of spice to it.
Yeah,
It
perfect
was
spice.
brilliant.
Dude, when you just said like, oh, just like Austin, I have a tough time. I literally sitting here like, which one did I pick? That's how close it is.
Yeah, right.
This is a good
It's
lineup.
so hard.
It's
Because
really tough.
it- Man, I loved that coconut curry though, because the cashews were perfect. It had it almost had like a home style kind of cook feeling taste to it too.
And what a bold fucking move to
Yeah.
do coconut cashew curry in a
Yeah.
freeze dried meal. It's like
It's
you wouldn't
bold.
think that's
now,
something.
if
I
it
agree.
had the same amount of heat that the Verde had,
Ooh.
that
Game
would be
changer.
different.
Yeah. Game
That would be
changer.
hard.
I agree.
It's solvable with
Yeah.
some Melindas or a little sriracha. I
Right.
mean, listen,
Melindas.
it comes on every trip.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
and then
you can add the heat.
the Verde at number 2. That was great. It was so good. Awesome on a tortilla. I would
dude.
definitely love to try that.
And I take
Yes.
tortillas, so like,
Yeah.
All
And
the
then
components are there.
I'm in.
That kimchi was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had kimchi before. I think
Oh,
that was
bro.
my first time.
Oh man, you're on a path.
You need to have it.
You have started
outside
the
of a
journey.
freeze
You're
Freeze
about
dried
to,
bag.
you're about to
Yeah.
explore a lot of
Yeah.
new flavors, and your gut health is going to be on point.
It was-
Hashtag get those probiotics, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I
You're starting a journey right
you
now. I'm
had that.
excited for you.
You had that bag first, and then you gave
Yeah.
it over to me. You made a face while you handed it over. I knew it was going to taste good.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to taste that good.
I could not contain.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go
So
back
when
and
it-
watch because you were
right.
like,
when it went to you, and I was just I was waiting for you guys to be done so I could say something, and you were talking. I was like,
I couldn't even finish my thought without
What's so
saying.
funny is
man.
I didn't see
It was so
anything, and so I went into it not even
Dude.
expecting anything, and was blown away.
I was just I
So
couldn't handle it.
good.
Very good.
I do want to hear though. So the closest from all of us were the Verde and the and the Curry.
Yeah.
Paul, between those two,
Well,
where are you
I
at?
want to hear Paul's 4.
You want to hear Paul's 4? We can
Yeah,
Paul's
I do.
4.
Okay,
I do.
mine is very similar to Austin and Brian's. I mean, it's again the beef stroganoff. It was very good, little watery,
Yeah.
but still very good. Next would be the Thai style coconut cashew curry.
Okay.
Coming up with a pork verde, chili verde, and then
And the kimchi.
that bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
Smoke.
Yeah, yeah,
Smoke show.
It's hard to beat, and none of
Man.
them were like this one is way up here and this one is down here. You know,
Right.
like, they were all very close, but yeah, that beef bulgogi. That's
And
something
on
else.
Man.
on most of
Real
these, we've
good.
got at least one outlier, and there's just there aren't any here.
Wow.
Well,
Love it.
The
so-
beef is an outlier because it's.
Well, yeah.
I think so. I do.
have,
I
we, have
agree.
we
I think
ever
it's an
all
outlier.
agreed as one being the best?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the
I think
pesto
so.
pasta.
Pesto pasta.
Pesto pasta,
Okay.
and
Pesto
I
pasta.
think there was another one. Bighorn we didn't because I didn't. You guys were blown away.
Yeah.
I didn't really get blown away by Bighorn, but there was a. I think there was another one where we all
Might-
picked number
yeah.
one, but
But we
Yeah.
still weren't all the same though.
no.
Like
Right.
Austin and I were the
The
same.
orders were
you were
we're
different
always a
than
little
Fife,
different.
and like, but yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Wow, thank you to
well,
the guys at ReadyWise
I was
for sure.
I was just gonna say
I
before we
mean,
close,
Ben,
Ben
for
holy
reaching
shit.
out. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah.
There will be more that we're gonna do.
We'll
with,
cash the check later. I'm totally. There's no check.
There's
no check.
definitely no, not paid.
We-
anything like that. We wouldn't do it if we were getting paid.
Yeah,
No.
we basically got 2 copies of each of these recipes. We're gonna do more stuff with it. It's super exciting. We super appreciative that you guys reached out.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you for
you.
sending us some
Yes.
stuff, and they gave us a little extra to use on our next trip, and you better believe that we're going to be using it.
Definitely
Yeah,
going to be
for sure.
used. Yeah.
For sure.
If you guys have any questions about ReadyWise or anything like that, leave us a comment down below. If you haven't already, please hit the 5-star or hit the bell notification. Give us a little thumbs up. That helps us out. And if you have a question, shoot us an email. If you're not in the comments on YouTube, the email is trailtheorypod@gmail.com. And we love you guys. We'll see you guys later. Thanks.
Nobody likes a soggy nut.
The Trail Theory Podcast is sponsored by Audimute and Audio Technica. Music by Dan Koch.